January 1st, 2013, Ninja Warrior takes off on Roblox with its first competition. Throughout the following years, the competition evolves, establishing staples that would define the community. Over the span of 6 years and counting, thousands of competitors have tackled the various obstacles the community has devised. Countless fails, limited success. 225 competitors will take on 3 excruciating rounds to filter the field to a final 10 competitors who've shown enough skill to face a course of indescribable brutality. Anyone strong enough to conquer the course will win 10,000 Robux and the everlasting title of Grand Champion. This is the Robloxian Ninja Challenge.
Welcome everyone to Robloxian Ninja Challenge. I'm your host, Aussie Bro, joined today by my co-host, Reality Pales. RNC is a 4-round course composed of a qualifying round, an extended quarterfinals, a boot camp, and the grand finals. If any of the 10 competitors to make it to the grand finals can beat the whole stage, they will be walking away with a grand prize of 10,000 Robux. But before the competitors can even consider the prize, they must first overcome the qualifying round. Today, we'll have our first 75 competitors of 225 take on qualifying.
Some of our notable competitors running today are Coaster Force, Dogs Rock 67, and TCM. Let's go to It's Mary to see what our course is going to be.
Thanks guys! Right now there's a ton of suspense and anticipation coming out of our field of 75 competitors running today. The obstacle course they'll face ranges from obstacles that have been prominent in ninja competition as early as 2010 to ones that feature brand new technology that is being unveiled today for the first time. Our contestants will start off in the infamous quintuple steps. They'll need to jump from platform to platform without splashing down, but even the simplest obstacles can be deceptively tricky. Then it's up to downhill jump, showcasing some of the all-new technology mentioned earlier. The goal is to stand atop the board, then grab the rope with the right timing after sliding down to carry themselves to safety. Following that, it's prism tilt. Traverse the triangular seesaw with enough speed and agility to keep it from tipping too much either way, then make a quick escape. Fourth up for our competitors is the swing jump, which will test their problem-solving skills. Too much swing and they'll waste time generating it, too little swing and they'll miss the net and come splashing down. If they can reach that net and climb their way down, they'll be faced with yet another daunting task, the lightning bolts, also showing off brand new bar tech technology. The key here is to jump that bar enough times to reach the end, tilting the cradles forward and back while also keeping it centered and gaining enough distance. Those remaining have just one task left, the towering warped wall. Competitors may think they're familiar with the concept, run up a large concave wall then jump to grab the top, but they'll soon find that this is trickier than they initially thought. Fail to get up 3 times and your run is over. However, competitors that do get through the course and up the wall are one step closer to the goal of advancing onward onto the next round, although they'll need to have to wait and see if their time was fast enough to send them through. If less than 30 people finish, the remaining spots will be filled in by those who went the farthest and fastest, starting with the fastest person to the warped wall to fail it and going in reverse order.
Thanks, Mary. Our first competitor is ready at the start line, and we are about to see the first run of Robloxian Ninja Challenge.
Leading us off today is Galmon and Lucario. He's pretty well known. He's been in this community for a long time, but he's never been too skilled, so it'll be interesting to see how he does.
Yeah, I believe his appearance in this community dates back to 2014, so let's see if he can apply any of the skills he's gained on this course.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
He's already down!
I could not believe it. He's down on the first obstacle. I want to see exactly what happened.
Just devastated sitting in the water. Let's take a look at our replay.
Yeah, as you can see, he skimmed on the 3rd step, or on the 4th step, my bad, and launched into the 3rd. He hit his back on the 3rd step. What a brutal way to go down. But we move on to our second competitor, Baseball Youth 11 Num 10. I put so much of my faith into this competitor. Yes, tell me about him.
I mean, just look at him. He's dressed in a baseball uniform. He's a professional athlete.
His outfit is enough said.
Oh no!
No, Ma, I'm in shock. He's already out on the 2nd step.
didn't
Our
even
first
make it to
competitor.
the second step. Unfortunate for baseball youth. Just
Yeah,
jumped
as you
way
see,
too high up, and then
He skimmed the water. I
slips.
believe that's what caused him to slip down the step.
Which leads us into our next competitor, Pat Likes Pie 3_1451925.
Reality, I think he got that wrong. I don't think that's accurate. That's not the right digits of pi.
It is inaccurate. He forgot one of the ones, I believe. So let's see how he does on this course.
3.14 seconds into his run. Let's see if
One more
he
jump.
can find his way to victory.
Oh no!
The third run and the third first obstacle fail, and he skimmed on the final step, so close yet so far from the buzzer.
Let's take a look at that again. Oh yeah, he just skimmed it. He tried jumping too wide, didn't jump far, he jumped wide.
Anyways, our next competitor is the Ultimate Penguin 89, formerly known as Amiibo Kid Allison. I believe he showed up to some competitions, such as Ameri's Sasuke Roblox, but he's not known for his well results. Do you think he has any shot at beating the course today?
Well, he's through the steps, so that's a good start. Now onto the
first
downhill jump.
today-
Oh no!
Oh! Did you see that? I think he
That
got
was-
way too low of a grab.
Unfortunate. Let's take a look at that again, Aussie. To me, it looks like he just didn't jump in time. He jumped way too late, if he even jumped at all, and just did not have the height he needed on the rope. Which brings us to our next competitor, Smokey Milford. He's a pretty famous contestant in Wipeout Roblox, but this is a vastly different course, so nobody really knows how he's going to do here.
Well, he's speeding through the first obstacle. That's incredible. He's through
Easy
the
for him.
first.
Oh no!
Oh! The second person to rush the downhill jump and not jump on the board whatsoever. After that, several more competitors took on the course, and none of them could get through the first two obstacles, with many of them either not being able to jump on the steps whatsoever, or immediately going down on the downhill jump by not jumping from the board. These competitors have been doing awful.
Oh. What? Really? Come on. No!
Too low.
Alright, onto the first step. No!
One competitor, a nervous wreck, got confused on the board and just got too low of a grab to make it and ended up in the water.
And then there was NASCAR Zoom 44 who made it nicely through the steps, but then met the same face as everyone else who's made it to the downhill jump.
Next up is Coaster Force, and I have a lot of faith in this competitor. He's a classic dating back to 2013, and I think he can do it.
He competed in early Ninja Warrior Roblox tournaments, the first two tournaments in fact. And on top of that, he's a very skilled competitor in Wipeout and has won multiple episodes. So he knows what he's doing on obstacle courses, so he should have the skills necessary to make it through this course. Going off into the
he's
steps.
off. Ooh, kind of a weird technique, not very impressive, and getting very close to the water. But
Gonna be honest.
it looks like... Mhm.
I would
He's
expect
made
someone
it.
of his skill to be better at this.
Oh,
but
and
he's
the
through.
first today to make it through the downhill jump and the first to attempt the prism tilt. He's going sideways and
Oh no!
oh no!
Not even
I don't know
close.
what happened there. I think what happened was he was trying to jump over to the other side of the prism and just jumped way too early.
Well, let's take another look at it, because to me it just looks like he jumped way too early, like you said, and just was not able to get to the apex and slid down. And his run is over, just like that. Which leads us on to our next competitor in a Doritos hoodie, Whiskey. I have no idea who this is, do you?
No, but his name implies that there would be some, I guess, presence of maturity, but his outfit says the very opposite. He's taking the steps nice, though, and he's through.
He's through it. Now into the
And he
downhill
needed a
jump.
second.
Nice high grab, he's
perfect
through
grab.
it.
Now the second to attempt the prism tilt today, will he be able to beat Coaster Force? And
Oh no!
Oh,
What?
another down! Now,
Oh my goodness.
head down on the mat again, devastating. Let's look at it one more time. Yeah, as you can see, he didn't even try the jump, and he could not make it over. If he jumped, he could have made it to the other side and not slip, but that was not his fate. And now next up is Ansem Sora, a popular competitor, and he's shown up on Discord and has been to other competitions, but has never made his mark on any impressive level.
Looking good through the steps so far. Pretty quick through them, actually.
Very
Onto the downhill
smooth.
jump.
And
Low grab, no!
grab. Oh, another competitor has fallen victim to the downhill jump.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate, yes.
Now we're on to winner 1813. Similarly to some other people we've seen today, just completely unknown. So it'll be interesting to see his debut in competition.
I believe he showed up to some of the testing sessions before the competition, and he showed that he did have skill, I believe making it to the lightning bolts on a couple of occasions, but who knows how he can do under the pressure of the real event. And
Not going at the
the downhill jump. Yeah, he's going very slow, but as long as he can make it to the end, he has a good chance at moving on, and he's the first through the prism tilt. That is incredible. Now he's onto the swing jump. We haven't seen this obstacle yet. Do you think he can do it?
I don't know. He hasn't really had the benefit of seeing other competitors try this.
And he does not know how to get momentum
Oh,
at all.
no!
What is he doing? Oh, it looks like the one time he does not get enough swing, he jumps on it and just goes for it.
Yeah.
He was the first to beat the prism tilt, jumped perfectly over, but on the swing jump, just did not get the momentum and failed the leap to the net. And he will be out. On the course right now is iManiacs, taking on the prism tilt, and he's through the second today. And
Now onto the swing jump. He doesn't know what he's doing at all. What's
yeah,
going
I
on?
don't.
Oh, what?
Did he just? He overshot the swing. I've never seen anything like that. That was a critical mistake. He just could not figure it out, and
just jumps
look at
over
that.
the swing.
That is.
Oh, that's so unfortunate to
horrible.
get that far just to fail like that.
Exactly. What a mistake. And after his run, several more competitors were able to make it to the swing jump, but none of them could beat it, with many of them just missing the jump to the net, or not being able to figure out the momentum to get enough swing to make the transition.
Right. Got this. No, don't jump. No!
And he's getting lots of... What? He was so close to grab. One competitor, Echo the Fox, almost had a very near slip-up on the downhill jump. But on the swing jump, he got some momentum, but could not figure it out and jumped too early.
And then there was Cows G2. He was a very hopeful competitor, showed great potential, but fell like everyone else on the swing jump.
And the swing jump isn't the only obstacle taking people out today. The first, second, and third obstacles are still getting their fair share of kills on the course.
No!
What?
Alright, looking good, looking good. No!
And he's on the till, and slide.
Alright, on the third step. No! What? What was that?
And now he has to take on the prism till. He's jumping, and he got trashed.
Up next, it looks like we have a robot by the name 00 Zamrays on the course. I know nothing about this person, so it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Well, I'm worried about his circuits being broken. Let's see if he can at least avoid the water. He's taking it slow through the first obstacle, but he hasn't hit, so that's fine. And now onto the downhill jump.
Nice high grab. No!
Oh, what? It looked like he was doing just fine. I want to see that again. And
yeah, to me, it just looks like...
Oh, he skimmed. He got too low on the rope and barely hit the water, and he's out. What a sad way to go down. Next up is Prince Elf, a competitor who's very popular in the game show community and has competed on Sasuke Roblox at least once, making it all the way to the mix-and match, the 7th obstacle. So let's see if he can keep up his skill right now.
Nice grab on the rope, onto the prism tilt. Been a little bit tricky all day. Let's see how he does on it. Oh no!
Oh! Wow, what an unfortunate end for Prince Elf, going down on only the 3rd obstacle. I'm surprised, and he's devastated.
Now here we have football fan 0506. Came very dressed for the occasion, rocking a suit and tie. I believe he actually has a boat show to attend after this.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that earlier, but now he has the course to take on first. And very nice grab on the downhill jump, gets close to the water, but he's through.
Now onto the prism tilt.
We just saw Prince L fail it, and
Ooh.
perfectly done. And now,
Right.
can he be the first today to beat the swing jump? But
Having a
he
little bit
looks
of trouble.
Oh, he's
Doesn't know
going
what he's
backwards,
doing.
sideways, and forwards to get momentum, and
Oh!
he makes the jump, and he does it. He's the first today to beat the swing jump.
All right, now into the lightning bolt, a very tricky obstacle.
He'll be the first today to attempt it. Now let's see if he can overcome it immediately.
All right.
And he's
Oh,
well,
no!
one side. Oh.
Oh.
Our first attempt is down on the lightning bolt, just to show how challenging this course can be. I want to look at that again. Yeah.
So he made it to that point relatively easily, but then on there, he just did not get that left side up on that second set like he needed to, and ultimately
Perfect
caused
angle.
the bar to fall.
Mhm. And there's a chance he can move on if less than 30 beat the lightning bolts, but the odds are low. Our next competitor is Superior Okami, a very experienced player on Roblox, and he's been on the scene since early 2013.
Well, he's looking good through the steps right now, pretty fast. One of the fastest we've seen all day. Now he's onto the
Mhm.
downhill jump.
And
Oh no!
wow, I'm surprised from someone with that much experience, he just did not jump from the board. A rookie mistake.
Well, now here is Awesome and stuff, rocking that American flag hoodie.
Well,
Looking
I
good on
really
the
like the
steps
bowl
right
on his head. Yeah, he's at 10 seconds though, not the fastest pace, but he's onto the downhill jump.
Oh!
And, just like Brian, the run we saw before, he just gets too low on the rope. Let's see that again. I think the critical mistake people are making is that the board is too fast and they do not anticipate the jump, causing them to jump way too late. And now we move on to the next competitor, Bowling Boy Ninja, one of my all-time favorite competitors since the very beginning of the Ninja Warrior scene on the site. Tell me about him.
He actually started off as a joke competitor, really. Nobody ever took him seriously. But throughout the years, he's kind of improved to the point where he can actually do okay given the course. So
He's
I think
doing
if
really
he does his
good right now.
best... Alright, onto the swing jump.
Well, very fast
Good
pace too.
momentum.
It's worth noting that he already has a great,
Good
look at
strategy.
the momentum. Gets close to falling,
Nice.
but makes it. He'll be
Picture
the second.
perfect.
The second today to take on the lightning bolt. We saw a football fan fail this earlier. Can he do it?
So where football
First set.
fan fell, but he's
And
got
he
it.
beats the jump. Third set
One more.
now, and
He's got it.
he does
He threw it onto the warp
46
wall.
seconds on the clock. Can he be the first to clear today?
No!
And,
Remember,
that
he
was
has
not a
3
good
attempts
attempt.
here, though.
2 more to go. And
Oh, no,
he's
not
not.
even
He doesn't know
close.
how to do this at all. 1 minute on the clock. He has to do it now. He's going straight for it. And
No!
oh, he's out on the wall. What a tragic end for Bowling Boy Ninja.
So unfortunate, but he's confident that it'll be enough to hold up to move him on.
That is true. If less than 30 clear the course, then there's a good chance he can move on if he was fast enough to make it into the leaderboard. But for now, he'll just have to sit and wait.
Well, next up is DogsRock67, a very, very good competitor at Ninja Warrior. He's actually a staff member at Wipeout Roblox, and he's actually won the show on multiple occasions, and he's done pretty well on Ninja Warrior Roblox. He's gotten late into the first stage. So, with all of his obstacle skills combined, the chances of him getting through this course are actually pretty good.
Yeah, I have a lot of faith in Dogs Rock, and I think he can be the first today to beat the wall, and maybe even make it to some of the later rounds if he's good enough. But he has an immediate weird strategy on the quintuple steps, but he's through.
Now onto the downhill jump. Nice high grab.
Perfect.
Picture
That was
perfect.
great.
Onto the downhill, or onto the prism tilt.
And
Threw
just
it easily.
Great. He's at a great pace too. He knows exactly how to handle this course. And look at that, getting momentum flawlessly.
Yeah.
He's clearly demonstrating his experience. Now, can he make the jump? He
Great
has
momentum.
enough momentum.
Nice high grab.
Nice. But we've seen the lightning bolts cause some trouble today. So will he be able to beat it?
It's a 50% clear ratio.
Alright, transition to the
No!
Oh, no! Wow, I'm astonished. He's Dogs Rock 67 is out on the lightning bolt. He made the same mistake Football Fan did. And one side, the left side, did not make it onto the cradle, as you can see there. And he's fallen into the water.
So
He's
unfortunate
disappointed.
just to get that far to fail.
After Dog's Rock, the lightning bolt took its toll on the rest of the field, with several more athletes going down on the obstacles, either by overshooting, undershooting, or just getting twisted up on the course. This has proven to be one of the most technical obstacles on this course. Second transition. Oh, he's out. Michael 122906 obliterated the first 4 obstacles in the course, but on the lightning bolts, he immediately got twisted up on the first 2 bolts and fell into the water.
Taking on the course now is Alex Zombie 11. Right on the swing jump.
He's getting the momentum.
Oh, he's got it!
Oh, that was actually really close. Closer than I thought it would be, but he's through. And now onto the lightning bolts. We've seen how hard this obstacle can be. Can he be the second person today to make it to the wall?
What is he doing?
Oh,
Okay.
and he got stuck. He still has 2 more sets to go, and the 3rd set. Okay, he's through. Now, can he get up the wall? He has 3 attempts.
First attempt, no!
Oh, that was closer than Bowling did on any of his attempts, but he still has 2 more. And
He had that. No.
His hands were at the top, and he just jumped back. He's
One
going
more
for his
attempt.
final attempt now.
Yeah.
And-
No.
oh,
Did the same thing.
that was so close. What an unfortunate end for Alex Zombie 11. He's out on the wall and just has to sit back and see if he makes it into the top 30. Let's look at that. He almost failed the lightning bolts by getting caught up, but made it to the wall and just had a simple mistake by jumping at the top before climbing it, and that kept him from clearing.
Now we have Charlotte XO. This person is more of a wipeout competitor, so not sure they're going to be well equipped with the skills they need to get through this course.
Yeah, I've seen her on Wipeout, and she's very impressive. She's made it to the zone, but as for Ninja Warrior, I believe she's only tried a couple of small competitions, and they haven't gone well. Very close on the downhill jump, but she's through, and now onto the prism tilt. Oh! Did you see how close that was? She stumbled at the tip, and now she's
struggling on the swing. Doesn't really know what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and now she's just jumping. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish.
I don't even think she knows what she's trying to accomplish.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of time.
No!
Yeah, I think that's an error of just not being able to form a strategy, and she's out.
Well, this leads us into Professor Skittles, who didn't do that great on the swing jump, struggled to even form a strategy, almost fell off, and then ultimately just didn't have the distance to reach the net.
And another competitor who also fell short at the swing jump was Raid the Shadow, who defeated the first 3 obstacles in under 15 seconds with incredible speed, but rushed and by trying to jump on the first wing, and he's eliminated.
Now here is a very interesting competitor, TCM. Let's see more about him.
My name is TCM, and I'm a moderator for the Sasuke Maniac forums. I've competed in a couple of Roblox Ninja tournaments long ago, though I recently tried my hand at Amari's Sasuke Roblox 3. The most notable thing about me on Roblox, though, is that I compete using an Xbox One controller. Yeah, you heard that right. It means I have to make my own strategies to get around the course, but given how often I've trained for it, I'm confident you'll see me up that wall, hitting the buzzer, moving on.
So I'm incredibly excited to see how he can defeat the course and take it on with an Xbox controller. Do you think he has any shot?
Honestly, on most courses, even when he's playing on an Xbox controller, he does better than the average person.
That's
so
true.
I think I'm actually confident that he'll get pretty far on this course.
Yeah,
he's
and
already onto the
destroying
prism tilt.
course. Yeah, very well through the first 3 obstacles.
Textbook.
Flawless. Now, we just saw several competitors fail this obstacle, and one swing to beat it. He rushed the obstacle, but still did it, and it looks like he's incredibly confident. But this obstacle, he said he was concerned about more than any other, because with the Xbox controller, with the Xbox controller, the bar shifts left and right.
It's the analog sticks on there. They're much more precise. You don't have as much control over yourself. But he's on the 3rd bolt.
Through. Oh, what? Whoa!
Excuse me?
That was incredible. He's onto the warped wall and he's going straight for it and misses his first attempt. No one
Got
has
two
beaten the
more.
wall today, and is he gonna make it up?
Oh, he's got
And
it!
he does. He's gonna be the first clear of Robloxian Ninja Challenge. This was an incredible run.
As you can see now, he's just at the top of the wall, getting engulfed by that celebratory smoke. And after a run like that, he's earned it.
I'm so happy for him. I want to look at what happened in that run. As you can see, he took one swing on this wing jump, which was incredibly fast, and look at the save! He almost falls off on the lightning bolt, and then he gets up the wall on his second attempt.
Now down to our sideline reporter, It's a Mary, with TCM right now.
TCM, that was an impressive run through the course. That lightning bolts dismount, really scary, but you pulled it off. 2 attempts up the wall on a controller. How did you pull that off?
Really, it's just one of those things where the amount I practice, anything but clearing would have been a disappointment. And to be completely honest with you, that save on the lightning bolts was sheer luck. I just instinctively had to jump when I saw I was falling, and I just got lucky. I had to take 2 attempts at the wall because I just wasn't thinking at the moment during the first attempt. I was still freaking out in my mind about the save, so had to refocus, got up the wall the second time, and I got it clear, which I never done in the mini, so I'm proud of that accomplishment.
Well, I gotta say, I think you shocked a lot of people here today, but it also really opened a lot of people's eyes. You might be one to watch out for in this competition.
Well, we'll see. I know I can clear this course. It's just a matter of doing it. So if I can do what I did tonight, later on in the competition during the semis, I think I'll be in a good spot for later on.
All right, I'll see you in reality. Back up to you.
Let's take a look at our first preview of the Robloxian Ninja Challenge leaderboard. So at the top, we can see TCM takes the very first position with the first clear of the show, and he's quickly followed by Bowling Boy Ninja and Alex Zombie 11, who both failed the warped wall in roughly 46 seconds.
And then after them, the leaderboard is filled with people who didn't even make it past the lightning bolts, including Football Fan 0506 and Dogs Rock 67.
Today we saw our first wave of 75 competitors run, and of the field, only one competitor, TCM, could make it up the wall. With 150 competitors remaining, I'm starting to doubt that we can even get 30 to the end.
Next episode, we'll see our next wave of 75. Stay tuned for competitors like Yuxinator, Zach Giraffe, and Bubba Ace 37 taking their shot at the qualifier. I'm Reality Pales.
And I'm Aussie Bro. For a sideline reporter, It's a Mary. We'll see you next time on Robloxian Ninja Challenge.